almond flour, 2 spoons of regular flour, 2 whole eggs, 3/4 of a cup sugar, around 7 tablespoons of butter at room temperature. Look how creamy. And a few drops of almond extract and a teaspoon of cornstarch that will make them come together. Let's mix them. This is what they stuff croissant with and make almond pies with. A pie with this almond stuffing that is sold in French bakeries and shops. And some time ago, I used to go to a very famous place found in France and branched here. And when I asked about frangipane or almond tart, he would tell me the dough hasn't arrived from France. Frustrating. Then I decided to learn how to make that dough at home. And simply, this is it. We'll put the almond cream aside and bring the syrup. And we'll start slicing the brioche. See how golden it is? That's the effect of butter. Let me bring the baking tray and see how many slices we need. Let me give you a tip. Just stick parchment paper to the tray. We take some meringue if we have some, or maybe some butter. We do this. Look what happens. Magic. It helps us spread parchment paper on the tray. Let me cut another slice. I'll take a brush and bring the syrup and brush the brioche. Necessity is the mother of invention. A recipe I made when I craved croissant, and it turned out to be even better. I'll keep adding syrup because the slice is thick and I want it to be fully soaked. We'll take the frangipane or almond cream and take a spoon and spread it only on top of the slices. We don't need to spread it neatly because it's going to be baked anyway. We'll take some almond flakes and sprinkle them on top. This is what's going to roast and become crunchy. Today we used peanuts, walnuts, and we made butter and milk, many different and new recipes made with nuts. And this is a new recipe that you'll certainly love. And that's it. This is the recipe. We made the frangipane, soaked the brioche with syrup, and sprinkled almond flakes on top. It will go in the oven for 10 minutes or until it's golden and the flakes are roasted. I definitely spend long times working, and as a mother, it takes me away from my kids. What do I do? Thank God my work isn't a 9-to-5 job with a fixed time to go to work. I try as much as I can to prepare at home, to work at home, to do my blogging at home. If, for example, I'm preparing for a huge project, I try to accomplish 2 goals at once. Like when I'm preparing for a show, the time I spend on preparation, I stay with them at home. When they're at school, I work on my preparation and do my paperwork, and the rest of the day I spend with them, going out and playing. I multitask. I fill their memories and time for a while, and during the time I spend shooting, and believe me, during the time I spend at work, I make a plan with my husband to make up for the time we're away. And that's how it goes, being present and absent. But anyway, we're always checking on them. I mean, this is life. When they grow up, I want them to have a role model. How to be successful and to be a good mother and to balance between this and that. I really hope when my daughter grows up to see me as a role model and to follow in my steps easily. I can't describe the smell, and I can't tell you what it looks like because you can see it. Let's get them out. See? The best color we can ever get in any dessert, because the frangipane contains sugar, eggs, and the almond flakes are roasted. When I made this, I let my husband taste it. He said one thing: "This is the best thing I've ever tasted." That's what he said. And if you love cooking, you'll know how such words are enough to make you fly to the moon. Let's slice it. Look what it looks like. The frangipane, the brioche that's soaked with syrup, and the crispy crust. My followers on Instagram or who watch the show